Rob Johnson will probably be healthy enough to play next week. Doug Flutie came in late in one game, beat San Diego, almost beat Minnesota. It was nip and tuck last week, but they win it against the Jets. It was nip and tuck this week. They win it against New England. Look, Wade Phillips, the reason he went to Rob Johnson last year, and a move still people are talking about, is I want more offensive production. This is the way the games are going to go with Doug. They don't get 24 or 31. However, I would say, and Wade knows more about it than we do, Rob Johnson is your quarterback of the future, Tom. Doug Flutie is your quarterback right now. You're playing for right now. You got to get back in the race. I don't think there's a question right now. I think Flutie should continue to play.
Yeah, well, very fine line. Mine as well. Very fine line. Whether the Buffalo Bills are going to get to the playoffs, they have to really almost run the table now to do it. And I think that what you see from Doug Flutie are the intangibles, his poise under pressure, his ability to lift the play of his teammates, I think, is key to what he does. And at the end of football games, I don't see a better guy in this measuring stick that you have of the 300-yard games and how effective you are does not apply to Doug Flutie.
They win. The Bills win games.
He wins. He wins.
And the Bills are back in the hunt. Flutie wins in New England, 12-1 in his native state. And that doesn't even mention the high school. Rob Johnson not 100% ready. So Doug Flutie made his first professional starts as a Chicago Bear in '86 and in '87. That's a touchdown he hit the Walter Payton eons ago. Today, Doug Flutie starting for the injured Rob Johnson, who was the backup quarterback today. So Flutie early to Jeremy McDaniel. McDaniel, 24 yards, sets up a field goal, 3-0. Buffalo. Now, in Buffalo, they're confused about the ballot. Bush, Gore, Flutie, Johnson. we don't know who to vote for. Meanwhile, Jim Miller led them to a big win last week. Ruptures his Achilles tendon. Out for the rest of the year. The Shane Matthews band played. No, wait a minute. Second quarter, 3-3 game. Here's Rob Johnson. Wade Phillips playing him in the second quarter. He hits Eric Moulds, 24 yards, sets up a field goal. We just need to win. That's correct. Remember, Van Pelt won a game. Third quarter, Flutie back in. He finds Eric Moulds, 21 yards. Same drive, 4th and goal, 1-yard line. What could possibly happen?
It's the bootleg, and he loves this corner of the end zone. He does this all the time, does it to the left, and he feels comfortable running that way.
Wade says, yeah, I love when Flutie plays. 13-3 Buffalo. Shane Matthews, bam, by Sam Rogers. Keith Newman picks it up. Now watch what happens. Whoop, 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 fumble, whoop. Joe Porter picks it up. Two defensive players named Porter, drafted by Tom Donahoe with Pittsburgh, each scored touchdowns in the same minute of the afternoon.
First time in history.
First time in history. Bills win 20-3. Doug Flutie, 94-15 at home in his collegiate and professional football starts. Now, the debate rages. It's funny, a high-ranking Bills official said, you know, if we win, then it gets ugly. Well, they're winning now. They're back in the hunt. Would you please hand me the x-rays that shows Johnson's hurt for 3 more weeks?
You mean the one that says you're out for a little while longer? Flutie gets to play.
Wade Phillips says when Johnson is 100%, he hasn't actually tipped his hand, but I think Johnson will start. Now, they go to Kansas City and then go to Tampa Bay, but they're winning, and both quarterbacks this week, forget the controversy, were saying the right things.
Well, certainly Coach Phillips in a position that none of us would want to be in. I think you have to make that choice between Flutie and Rob Johnson. You have to do it as of this upcoming weekend. But I'll talk to you about the difference, because they talk about Rob Johnson, his ability to throw downfield, throws a better ball. Doug Flutie does not get sacked as much, about once out of every 31 times or so when he goes back, and you have Rob Johnson who gets sacked about once every 7 times he goes back. So those are all negative plays that are avoided when Doug Flutie is playing.
Now, we should say that Wade has made no announcement. You know what? When you win, maybe he plays this one and the other teams don't know who to prepare for because it's two different guys. Maybe that's a feather in the Bills' cap. We're circling the one. What about Wade with a jacket, not a sweater? Chicago, they lose at Green Bay. They got to play these games. Important game between 3 in a row winning, 6-4 Buffalo, and 2 in a row losing, 5-5 Kansas City. Rob Johnson, yeah, he was talking to Doug Flutie. He was also starting. Supposedly Johnson can't evade the pressure, but look at this. Maybe a little rest did him good with the injury. 20-yard scamper in the first quarter. 3 plays later from the 9. Play action. Johnson looking very smooth. Eric Moulds, touchdown. 7-0 Bills. They lead 7-3 at the half. Third quarter, it's now 10-7 Chiefs. Elvis Gerback caught in a trap. He can't walk out. Sam Rogers the hit. Big Pat Williams falls on the ball for Buffalo. Setting up first and goal 18. Johnson over the middle. Tipped into the hands of Jay Remersma. Touchdown Bills 14-10.
And linebacker Donnie Edwards for the Chiefs does a great job of getting some depth here, getting all the way back to the goal line. Just tips the ball to Remersma. Great concentration by the tight end.
So 8 minutes left to go in the fourth. It's Gerback to Tony Gonzalez. Touchdown, and with 8 minutes to go, the dunk. 17-14 Kansas City. So tough at Arrowhead, ask the Rams. 5.5 to go. Johnson down the sideline. A complete Mold's flag on James Hasty. Close calls. Johnson, Mold, great catch inside the 5. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 12. The play that may define Rob Johnson when we look back at this season. Is he in? They first call him out at the 1. But Wade Phillips says, go to the peep show. I think he went around the pylon.
Well, you get a shot of it right there. And maybe the same view that the official had right there. So you can't tell depth-wise whether he actually broke the plane of the goal line. But when you look at this shot right here, clearly the ball passed behind the pylon and across the plane of the goal line.
Touchdown, a great play by Rob Johnson. The challenge reverses it 21-17. Elvis Gerback, Bills defense, picked off by Keon Carpenter. But Kansas City forces the Bills to punt, and with 7 seconds to go from the Bills' 42, one last shot. Gerback fires it. What do you do, Tom?
Knock it down.
Who's back there? Wait a minute. It's Eric Moulds, number 80. He does it.
Yeah, look at a great shot of Moulds right there, getting up over the receiver, knocking the ball down in the game.
So the Buffalo Bills have now won 4 in a row on their way to Tampa next, a place where during their Super Bowl years they frankly got hammered at Arrowhead. Rob Johnson starts it. Moulds, another big game for him with 8 catches, 67. Sam Coward, another, actually that's low for him, only 12 tackles. And we said it, and you know what? This run by Rob Johnson is a defining moment. I think we could look back at this run 2 years from now. That's just a guess. That changed a lot of things about a lot of ways people think about what he can and cannot do. And the Bills are winning with both quarterbacks.
Well, boom, he threw for 225 yards, but I think we were more impressed with the 5 carries for 41 yards, and especially the winning score, the effort that he gave to get the ball in, the presence that he had to get out of the pocket and make something positive happen for his ball club. And then defensively, I think the Bills are now starting to play the way we thought they would play the entire season, forcing you at the line of scrimmage not to be able to run the football and then getting the turnovers from their defensive backfield.
The decision on Johnson to just score some more points with that defense.
That's correct.
And certainly on this decision, on this day,
he did a great job
today. He did a great job. It was the right one. And don't be surprised if you see Doug Flutie every now and then as a change of pace. Just a guess. When we return.
See good weekends of football, and I think this was the first really good weekend of football going down the stretch.
Well, important games. We had a weekend where number 2 was playing number 1 in 3 different divisions. And then now think back to week 1. Do you remember somebody who said Bills at Bucks at the new Sombrero?
I don't think that's exactly what you said.
It was Super Bowl.
No, I think you said they would be playing this year.
That's right. And Bills at Bucks at the new Sombrero. Here's proof. 2 teams, not 2 versus 1, but certainly playoff hopefuls. Warren Sapp did a lot of talking late in the week, try to fire everybody up. Look at how he was fired up against the Bills' Rob Johnson. They sacked Rob Johnson. Sapp had a couple of sacks, passing Leroy Selman for the all-time Buck lead. He has 13.5. The great Selman had 13, but Sam Coward, Ted Washington combined 13 sacks in this game between the 2 teams.
You spot shadow right there. Sam Coward, Holasek also coming on the blitz. Did a lot of this early on in the game. Linebackers coming. This time Coward gets Sean King down on the ground. Had 2 sacks early on in this game.
2 in a row. And then on 3rd down, Marcellus Wiley from
Columbia
gets the sack. Bills had 7 sacks. Bucks had 6 sacks. 10-7 Tampa Bay at the half in a heavyweight bout. 3rd quarter, here comes the Bucks defense. And is there anyone better at this position than Derek Brooks? Derek Brooks had 20 tackles on the day, number 55. Look at him just power through.
Some people would say this is a run blitz. It's either a run blitz or a very good read on the block down. Only Brooks can make that read.
4th quarter with the score 10-7, Keyshawn Johnson. Then on 3rd and 1 for the Bucks from the 6. Warwick Dunn getting more carries with Alston out. It's a touchdown, and Tampa Bay opens up a 10-point lead, 17-7. But here come the Bills at the new Sombrero. A wet day, but certainly not 25 inches of snow. Rob Johnson, Eric Mold, 9 minutes left, 17-14. The lead is now 3. Same score, 5.5 minutes to go. Bills special teams again. Carl the Truth Williams, Chris Moore, I don't think so. He could go all the way. 73-yard punt return. Bucks lead 24-14. Watch Derek Brooks power through to nail Johnson, but Johnson somehow shovels it to Bryson. And Bryson, 16 yards, and you're going to tell me he's tackled by Derek Brooks? No, wait a minute. He can't be on both halves of the play, can he?
That is great hustle. You see Brooks getting in on Rob Johnson. A great job of slamming him down. Unfortunately, Johnson would stay down for a little while.
Stay down. Flutie would play anyway. 24-17 onside kick. Bills never have a chance. David Gibson recovers for Tampa Bay. And then 2 plays there. Remember, just 7 points, over 2 minutes to go. Warwick, well done. Gone. 106 yards rushing for him. Rob Johnson then would give way to Flutie as Doug could not bring them back from 14 points down. Johnson, a stomach injury, but the news worse for the Bills. Sam Cowart, high ankle sprain, could be out a month. Sam Rogers, linebacker, torn groin muscle. Free safety Keon Carpenter, high ankle sprain. In the end, it was Tampa Bay that did the squawking this week. Warren Sapp saying we need to be more imaginative of an offense. Did he show up on defense? Well, he said, yes, we did.
It sets us up for a championship run. That's exactly what we're doing, setting ourselves up for a championship run. As long as we handle our business, we'll be fine. And that's what this team is focused on, and we, all 53 guys, believe that we need it done. 1 ball down, 4 to go.
I would think that the way the offense played might make you smile a little bit today.
Great job. Against a tough win.
By Miller Lite. In the AFC East, Miami has lost 5 of the last 6 in Buffalo. Jay Fiedler back in the saddle for the Dolphins.
Beautiful day out here today.
You'd expect nothing less from a young man from
Dartmouth.
And he's back, and so is Lamar Smith. The Bills are playing with 5 different starters on defense than they began the year. Lamar Smith, 22 yards in the opening play from scrimmage. Jay Fiedler to Lamar Smith. It's a touchdown. 7-0 the Dolphins. Fiedler to Arrowhead Gadsden midway. Oh, what a grab for 24 yards.
Yeah, people talk about his lack of speed, doesn't run great routes. All he does is make catches like this when you really need him, and he does it on a consistent basis, Chris.
It's DeVaris Tillman, one of the new starters for free safety Keon Carpenter. Lamar Smith stopped short of the end zone, but Miami gets a break. False start call before the play, so instead of 3rd and goal, then they held him to kick a field goal, 3rd and goal from the 6. It's Fiedler to Gadsden, touchdown. 14-0 Miami. In Buffalo? In Buffalo? Where are the wagons? Well, here they are in the person of Jason Taylor. Rob Johnson sacked 6 times, 3 by Taylor. And then later on, Johnson trying to make something happen. Picked off on the wobbler by Sam Madison, who dollies his way around the Bills. Look at him trying to make something happen. Juking, jiving, inside the 10, outside the 10, back to the 11. Johnson 6 for 18, 44 yards, 2 picks. Tommy, here's the play.
Well, Sam Madison outside has the coverage on Peerless Price. You see him get his head back into the backfield where he can see what the quarterback's doing. Comes off to Eric Moles. Does a great job of making a pick.
And the fans want Flutie. It's 24-0 at the half, but it's too late. He got in. It was 30-0. And you never, wait a minute, this is 11 minutes to go in the game. Flutie let him do a touchdown. He was also picked in a major victory. We'll talk about this in a moment. Miami not only comes up to Buffalo and ekes one out, they stomp on the Buffalo Bills to maintain their lead in the AFC East, 33-6, 12 sacks against Johnson in the 2 wins by Miami over Buffalo. Meanwhile,